In this episode, I'm going to make a very quick and home-style recipe made out of potatoes and green peas. It's called Aloo Matar. We'll start with grinding the onion paste. For that, I need chopped onion, garlic cloves, ginger chopped, green chili chopped. Let's grind all this into a smooth paste. Let's check on it. And the paste is ready. Let's get cooking. I'm going to heat 1 tablespoon of oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to add cumin seeds. Once they start crackling, we'll add asafoetida and the onion paste. Saute the onion paste till it's brown. The onion paste is brown now, and I'm going to add the tomato puree. Mix it well. I'm also going to add the dry spices now. Red chili powder, garam masala, salt to taste, sugar. It's optional. Cook the tomato puree for at least 7 to 8 minutes. Cook this till the tomato puree is almost dry. And now we're going to add some water. Just enough for the gravy. A little more. I'm going to add the cream. It's optional, so you can add if you want to. You can even use ready fresh cream or even homemade malai. Mix this. Let's add the green peas, coriander leaves and the boiled potatoes. You can even add paneer or mixed steamed vegetables of your choice. Mix this. And the aloo matar is ready. Instead of potatoes, you can also use paneer to make paneer matar or even some steamed vegetables of your choice. This goes very well with any kind of Indian flatbread.
Let's make green peas masala. I have here water on the boil. To this, I am adding a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar. This retains the color of the green peas, which we are going to add next. Here goes 1½ cups of fresh green peas in boiling hot water. 2 minutes is all we need to cook the peas right now. This process, called blanching, will make the peas soft yet not overcook them. It has been 2 minutes. Time to take them off the flame. Let's drain the hot water. And immediately I am putting them in ice cold water for 2 minutes to stop the cooking process. This retains its fresh texture and color. Time to strain the peas. Bright green and fresh. They are ready to cook. Let's make the gravy base. In a grinder, I am taking 2 onions chopped, 8 to 10 soaked cashews, 1 green chili and 8 to 10 garlic cloves. Let's grind this. After grinding, we have here a smooth paste to make the velvety gravy which we all love. Let's quickly cook the gravy using basic spices. In a heated pan, I am taking 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of ghee. I am adding to this 1 bay leaf, 1 inch cinnamon stick, 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder. Mix the spices and let them roast on low flame for 10 seconds. Next, I am adding the paste that we prepared earlier. Mix. Let the gravy paste and the spices saute for 2 minutes. Now, let's add 4 tomatoes pureed. Mix and cook for a minute. Next, salt to taste. I am adding 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of garam masala. Let's mix in. Now, add around half a cup of hot water to bring this to curry consistency. Mix. Let's add the green peas that we blanched. Cover the lid and let this cook for 2 minutes. Let's take off the lid now. Beautiful! Adding to this 2 tablespoons of fresh cream for the ultimate creamy and smooth experience. Bring it together. Lastly, crush and add half a teaspoon of kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves. Mix. Our green peas masala is ready. Pair with some hot rotis, parathas or even plain rice. And trust me, you wouldn't need anything else to complete your meal. Enjoy!
Hey guys, it's the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. For this, I'm going to use some fresh fenugreek leaves. I've just trimmed the hard stalk, taken the soft stalk and the leaves. This goes uncut in hot water and this step is called blanching. Press this down and allow this to cook on high flame for 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes and the methi of fenugreek has been cooked. Off goes the flame. I'm going to strain this out into another bowl. Do not overcook these leaves, otherwise they may lose its color. Cool this down with some water. And now allow this to cool down completely. While the fenugreek leaves are cooling down, let's heat the pan and let's begin with the gravy. For this, I need some ghee. The ghee has heated up. To this, I'll add in some cumin seeds. As they begin to crackle, I'll add in bay leaves. And along with this, ginger, garlic and green chilies crushed. Give this a stir. And after 30-40 seconds of stirring, I'll add in boiled onion paste. I've deliberately used boiled onion paste because the flavor of onions is nice and mellow. And allow this to cook on high flame for 2 to 3 minutes. While this is cooking, I'll also add in roasted gram flour. This is an important ingredient because it just binds the gravy together. To this, I'll add in boiled cashew nut paste. Give this a mix and cook this for a minute on moderate flame. Once the cashew nut gravy is cooked for a minute, I'll add in water and give this a nice mix. You could alternately also use a whisk to mix it properly. The next thing that goes in is powdered garam masala along with a little bit of sugar. Mix this well and add in the boiled peas. Allow this to simmer on low flame for 30 to 40 seconds. And in the interim, let's start chopping the boiled fenugreek leaves. I'll add the chopped fenugreek into the gravy. And along with this, salt. Give this a mix. And just before the flame goes off, I'll add in some fresh cream. And with this, Off goes the flame. Methi Matar Malai is ready to serve. With this, your Methi Matar Malai is ready. Do try this at home and wait for what next the Bombay chef gets into your kitchen.
Today I bring to you a restaurant style recipe that is Veg Chilli Milli. And let's begin with this recipe. Starting with heating some oil, so about 1.5 tablespoons. Next add in 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Once the cumin seeds start spluttering, I'm going to add in 1 shredded onion, cook the onion for a few seconds. Next add in 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of ginger finely chopped. Cook this till the onions soften. Once the onions are slightly browned and softened, into this I'm going to add in 4 tomatoes chopped. While the tomatoes are cooking, into this I'm going to add in a little bit of salt so that the tomatoes cook quickly. Also add in 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chilli powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala powder and 1 teaspoon coriander powder. I'm also going to add in 1 tablespoon of cashew nuts. So about 4 to 5 whole cashews, and let the tomatoes cook on low heat till they are nice and soft and also dried a little bit. The tomatoes have nicely softened and as well as the moisture has dried out. I'm going to turn off the flame, cool it slightly and grind it into a paste. I've finished grinding the tomato onion paste and now let's get on with the recipe. So part 2 of the recipe, heat a little more oil. Once the oil is nice and hot, into this I'm going to add in half a cup of French beans chopped, as well as half a cup of green peas. Stir fry the vegetables. They need to be cooked like about 70-75%, not completely cooked. So keep a check on them. You can add a little bit of salt for them to retain color and cook quicker. Let them fry for about 2 minutes in oil and then you can add in a little bit of water so that they boil. Veg Chilli Milli will be ready in a jiffy, so will the shout out segment. So stay tuned till the end. So I've been stir frying the beans and the peas for about 4 minutes and I've still not added any water. I basically didn't need to. They're half done now, and now into this I'm going to add in some carrot julienne. So this is 1 carrot that I've julienned here. Let's add it in, as well as 1 capsicum that's cut lengthwise. There are such beautiful colors in the pan. Let this cook for another 2 to 3 minutes before we add in the remaining ingredients. So, but of course, the name of the recipe is chili milli, so the next ingredient is green chilies. I've taken light green chilies which are not very spicy and thinly sliced them because I like to get a few in every bite that I take. You can even cut them into bigger pieces or lengthwise, however you want. But I like it nice and fine, so I'm going to add about 5 light green chilies into the vegetables. Stir fry the chilies for a few seconds, and next I'm going to add in the tomato onion paste. Give it a good mix. Cook the gravy for a few seconds. Let's add in some water for the gravy. Also add in 150 grams of diced cubes of paneer. So I've just finely diced them. Let's add it in. 2 tablespoons of fresh cream. And a little bit of coriander leaves. Give this a good mix. I use Kashmiri red chili powder in the gravy paste, but if you wish and you have whole Kashmiri chilies, you could even use about 4 to 5 of them, and of course eventually it's going to be in the paste. Cook the gravy for about 2 to 3 minutes. So the vegetable is ready, but I do have a few finishing touches that I need to do. So let's just move this on the side. And I've taken the same light green chilies and I've just slit it slightly in the center. And now what I'm going to do is, for those chili lovers, I'm going to burn them on the flame and then use them as a garnish. And of course, you can enjoy it. So be very careful. On low flame, just place the chilies. Just keep turning them around till they are charred. You can use a pair of tongs to turn them around, or you can even place them on a papad jali so that you don't burn. So this one seems to be done, so I'm going to get it out. Just slightly char it from all the sides. You could even fry these chilies if you wish, but I like them charred. This one is done as well. Done. And time to plate. I'm going to garnish this whole bowl of vegetable with these charred green chilies. And done. For all you mushroom lovers out there, today I'm going to show you a one-pot dish which is mushroom Matar masala. And I have made it in a very home style way and it's super easy, so let's see how. So I'm going to cook this in a pressure cooker. So let's start with heating around 2 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil is nice and hot, into this I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Give it a few seconds and next let's add in 2 grated onions. Cook the onions till they are nice and brown. Once the onion starts changing color, let's add in a teaspoon of garlic paste and a teaspoon of ginger paste. The onion is nice and brown, and into this I'm going to add 3 grated tomatoes, next go in the spices. So let's add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander and cumin seed powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala and 3 green chilies finely chopped. Give this a mix. I need to cook this mixture for a little bit before I add the mushrooms and the peas. Add around a cup of water. Cover it with the lid and pressure cook this for at least 3 whistles on low flame. Let the cooker cool down for a few minutes before you open it. Make sure you don't open it while it's hot. Make sure you remove all the steam before you open it. And then it's going to open really easily. Give this a stir. Time to add the mushrooms and the peas. So I've taken around 400 grams of button mushrooms and I have cleaned it and chopped them into 4. 1 cup of green peas. Salt to taste. Give this a mix. Add around half a cup of water right now. Don't add too much because the mushroom is also going to ooze out a lot of water. And now, let's cover this and let it cook for 3 whistles on low flame. Turn off the flame and let it cool down completely. If you feel there's too much water, you can just cook the gravy for another 2-3 minutes to evaporate some of the water. This is done. Let's turn off the flame and time to plate. This recipe is so simple and it's just such home style cooking. I'm sure you can't go wrong with this. Garnish it with a little bit of coriander leaves and that's it. I've added my twist to the classic Matar Kheema recipe. So I'm going to start with heating some ghee. Next, add some cumin seeds. Add the onions. Next, I have some coarsely ground ginger, chilies and garlic. So I'm going to add that. Next, add in the finely chopped tomatoes. Let the tomatoes cook till they are soft. Next, I'm going to add the dry spices. Red chili powder, turmeric powder, coriander and cumin seed powder, I have some boiled green peas that I've coarsely mashed. Boiled and mashed potato. At this stage, add some water. Next, I'm adding some finely chopped paneer cubes, coriander leaves, salt to taste, just add a little bit of cream, stir it in. This is the consistency you should leave it at because it tends to dry out as it cools down. And this Matar Keema is ready. Let's plate this. Serve this Matar Keema with pav, rotis or parathas, with some onion, tomatoes and lemon salad to go with it. Trust me, it tastes heavenly.
Out of all the traditional recipes my mother-in-law taught me, Matar Nimona is my favorite. Bringing you the classic peas curry from the North Indian food palette, Matar Nimona. Firstly, I am taking here 1.5 cup of fresh green peas to grind. I will be grinding this coarsely. Get this consistency. The peas are nicely ground. Time to move on to the next process. Now I will be grinding 1 cup coriander leaves, 1 inch peeled ginger, 2 green chilies, 6 cloves of garlic, salt to taste, and 3 tablespoons of water. Let's grind this. Our chutney for the curry is ready. On a heated pan on medium flame, I am pouring 7 tablespoons of oil. To this I am adding the green peas which we had ground earlier. I am sauteing this for a couple of minutes. The peas are nicely done. Now I am switching on the gas and heating up 1 cup of oil. The oil is heated up. I am adding to this 3 medium-sized potatoes cut into wedges. Fry this lightly for 3 to 4 minutes. The bite-sized pieces of potato make the curry really fun to eat. The potatoes are done. Let's take them out. In the leftover oil on low to medium flame, adding half teaspoon of hing, 1 tablespoon of jeera or cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of haldi or turmeric powder, 2 medium-sized tomatoes, roughly chopped. Let's stir and saute this for a minute. Next, I am adding 1 tablespoon dhania powder or coriander seeds powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 1.5 teaspoon of red chilli powder, 1 tablespoon of amchur or dry mango powder. Let the spices roast in oil for half a minute on continuous stir. To this, now I am adding the chutney which we made earlier. Mix this well with the spices and let it cook for a minute on continuous stir while smashing the tomatoes. Let it release all its juices. Now goes in the ground peas that we had sauteed earlier. Mix this well with the spices. Keep on stirring and smashing as this cooks for half a minute. Now time to add in the fried potatoes. Add half cup water and mix everything well while this cooks. I am adding another cup of water here to bring it to the right consistency for the curry. At the end, I am adding half cup boiled peas. Mix this. Put on the lid and let it simmer for a couple of minutes. Let's remove the lid. Amazing! This is the perfect consistency we are looking for. Trust me, the taste will make you go gaga over the magic of heritage food. Try it out with a hot puri or a paratha and do let me know how it turned out. Until then, eat well, live well and stay blessed.